She's got a really great history when it comes to seeing ring muscle ups in a particular event. We know that with 40 of them described within this event, it's going to be a bit of a hang-up for many of these women, perhaps in a place where Ariel may be able to accelerate past and or close the gap on other women if they're able to create separation from her on these other two movements.
Ariel alone right now in 13th place overall with 135 total points, which is only 10 points back of Bethany Flores for a spot inside the top 10. And we are underway, round number 1 here. 24 reps in each round, 19-minute time cap.
Of course, with these ring muscle-ups, the athletes have to go from a position of fully extended arms below. They can use any form of tipping to get over the top of the rings, and then they've got to extend those arms all the way to the top.
Just what everybody done with her 4 ring muscle-ups at the same time. Shelby Gill was the last one to get to the handstand push-ups now. As you mentioned, this is a lower standard. Your hands just have to be on that line. Yep, do them however you want. Now the power snatches. 12 reps here at 65 pounds.
That's right. What I'll be watching for is they're going to gauge on who's going to break these up and how they're going to break them up. Are they going to attempt to go 12 touch and go for all 10 rounds? Are they going to try to allow themselves to have a moment of reprieve by dropping the bar at, let's say, 8 and then finishing with 4? Will it be 6 and 6? You see some starting to drop. They're over there taking a brief break. That's what they she's following
Ariel Lowen, Daniel Brandon, and then down in lane 2, Elena Caratala is on to her now second round. So we're going to get down to the 48th rep mark to end round number 2.
As we're watching here, you'll notice that the straps on the rings are pretty long. This is something that's very different from what a lot of us will experience in a traditional CrossFit affiliate due to, of course, the distance between both the roofs and for the rig that the rings are supported from. And it certainly changes the way athletes have to move. We talked about this handstand push-up standard as well. It's really close to the wall. It makes it so the athletes have to be purely inverted, and accuracy is really something that's demanded from them here. So we're going to get a good insight on how he's been practicing with this particular standard now.
Ariel Lowen was first back to the barbell for round 2. Manon Enganez, looking at now, was right behind her. Daniel Brandon is there as well. Paige Powers. Elena Caratala, Shelby Gill just getting the barbell along with Kyra Milligan. Dan Spiegel is back on the wall. She's falling towards the back of the pack as she now moves the barbell. They will complete the first 5 rounds of this event on that first platform that they're on now. In round 6, they move forward to the second platform. Ariel Lowen continues to lead 38 of the 240 scored repetitions and on to round 3.
So James Spiegel is more of a muscle snatch where she extends the hips, rapidly turns her arms under the bar, but she doesn't rebend the leg. She's just extending her leg rapidly, extending her hips, and allowing herself to reach lockout. What this can do is allow the athlete to experience less of a ballistic stimulus. It's less jumping, less up and down, so it tends to spike the heart rate a touch less, but it can certainly build up fatigue in the posterior.
As we start round 3 here, what are the keys to this event?
Yeah, the keys are really simple here. You have to be mindful of finding, your particular threshold with these movements, and by that I mean slow the burn. All 3 of these movements create a unique stimulus around the shoulder joint. And if you move too fast too soon, especially too early in this event, you're going to have too much fatigue and it's going to slow you down later. Also, the hip movement here, the transition time shot, there's 3 movements, but it's 10 rounds. There's 30 opportunities for you to either lose time or gain time against the field. You've got to be wise with how you choose to attack that.
Ariel Lowen, but on Enganez, your top 2 athletes. Now Paige Powers and Danielle Brandon getting to the barbell. Blue ball from lane 9. Aaron Trailba from lane 10. Have all started their 3rd round of 12 power snatches at 65 pounds.
John, this barbell, it's a tricky aspect of this event because all of these athletes could go 12 unbroken, probably for all 10 rounds, but should they? The answer is no. That's why we don't see anyone doing it right now. You want to create a rhythm there, even if it is 3 sets of 4 where you generously drop the bar. Way before you feel that burn, it's going to allow you to attack the transition back to the rings a little bit better if you feel like you finished all 12 of those very soon.
Round 4 begins for Ariel Owen. Paige Powers and Manon Anganez are back to the re-muscle ups as well. Manon Anganez are on the left side of your screen. Paige Powers is in lane number 8, right next to, on the right side of the screen, you can see the middle of the screen with the blue top. She sits in 3rd place. She's also to the 4th round of ring muscle ups. And Manon Anganez will be past the 5-minute mark. And taking the time down to Shelby Neal. Ariel Owen back to barbell again.
And one thing that I was going to mention is we can't forget all the grip intensive work that was asked of these athletes yesterday. The killer cage, of course, which left a mark for many of them building fatigue in the hands, the forearms, the lats, the shoulders. But then, of course, the log muscles that started the day with. So a lot of this accumulative fatigue is going to be building as we see events unfold throughout the course of this weekend. It's really going to show the volume, tolerance, and the durability of a lot of these athletes.
Emily Rolfe has moved herself into 3rd place, but I don't think they started to challenge Ariel Owen from top spot in this heat. A lot of reps of Owen. She is done. She will move into round number 5. We're now 96 of the 240 total repetitions. All Anganez is done as well, and Anganez is going to beat Owen back to the rings, but we can see who gets started first. It's going to be Ariel Owen on the rings first. Here comes Anganez.
This will be a great test to really see how Anganez has been able to work on her overall stamina and endurance. It's definitely something that's noted as she's focused on that. And this being 10 rounds, yes, very traditional CrossFit movements, but presented in the volume that it is. We watch her work through her smooth handstand push, which does a great job kicking there. Great accuracy through her hips and legs, soft and overlooked. Yes, it's an upper body taxing movement, but the hips and the legs have to be very accurate to get you to that wall. She's executing smoothly.
Manon Anganez and Ariel Owen fighting for the top spot in this first 2 heats, and it's Anganez now in the lead back to the barbell. Here in round 5. She will be done at the 120 rep mark. After this round, they will then do their power snatches on the platform in front of them. Just about at the halfway point for Anganez and Ariel Owen. Lee Rolfe currently sits in 3rd place. Rolfe on her way back to front. Anganez breaking. She and Owen both do 117 reps. Anganez back to work just ahead of Owen. And Anganez coming in 14th place overall, but she's been going the wrong way in the overall standing. She started with a 90 Texas Heavy, but since then a 12 and then a 17th in the circus last night. So looking to right the ship here. And we'll see if Owen is done with round 5.
Yeah, you know, watch Manon take through these transitions. That was probably the longest transition that she's taken prior to hopping up to the ring muscle up. So athletes are basically gauging that transition, that longest transition from the snatch bar back to the ring muscle ups, just so that they always know, hey, I'm going to get all 4 of these ring muscle ups. Don't want to cost myself, have to break them up. The straps are long. Sometimes they can get out of control. Ariel and Manon are going right for left here as they both have similar approaches to the way they've at least attacked it so far through these 5 to 6 rounds.
Brandon and Shelby Neal are in the top 5. So Emily Rolfe is battling with those 2 in 3rd place. Leaders are still Manon Anganez and Ariel Owen.
And Manon was hands on the water at about 8:49. Ariel now moving at 8:58. So we're looking at about a 9-second separation. But how quickly is she willing to pick up the bar between these sets, and how much does she even feel as though it's necessary, as we see her get a no round, to keep the lead on Ariel right now? You know, it's interesting, Sean, when we think about the psychology of an athlete. They know how much work they have to do, and they also know where they're at. They're 6 rounds into this set. Are they at a breaking point, or are they at a place where they're in complete control and they can actually run a race?
240 total score repetitions. 144 rep mark, which they have both hit. They will be done with round number 6, and now it's into round number 7. So Eganese and Lowen separating themselves from the pack. Here comes Danielle Brandon. She looks to close out round 6. New balls in lane 1. She is on her power snatches, but has yet to start. So final reps, she's taking a sizable break as Danielle Brandon breaks. Danielle Brandon, that's a really score ball. 145 points.
We just saw Ariel Lowen break her handstand push-ups for the first time. Sean stepping away from the wall. Break goes into 2 sets. Manon still keeping hers unbroken. Ariel had a slight lead going into those by about 6 to 8 seconds, and of course that was diminished. She right now is cycling the barbell though to get to 12 each round, just a touch faster than Manon on the last 2 rounds. So we'll see how time plays out as they finish up this round 7.
Lowen gets to work ahead of Manon Eganese. 168 reps. That'll be the end of round number 7 here.
Ariel has a really unique cycling technique as well, which I'm not even sure that the bar brushes her body on the way up. She stays very close, and on the first one she tends to, but then she almost doesn't extend the hip quite all the way to get the bar overhead, and snakes underneath, and she bends her legs just to lock out her arms, and extend her hips to show the rep is complete at the top.
Ariel Lowen hearing it from the crowd, and she has moved back in front now. And Manon Eganese still has 2 rounds remaining before she will be done with her 7th of 10 rounds. Again, 240 total scored repetitions here. And Ariel Lowen looking to open up a little bit of a lead here on Manon Eganese, who has been right with her this entire event. In fact, Eganese has had the lead during portions of this event.
You know, we watch Ariel kind of shimmy her way through the ring. She tends to favor that left side a little bit first, and then come through to the
seconds. Danielle Brandon, 26.01. Looks like Amy Stewart still has the top time. Pace Menza going over that wall like she was on a line change back at Ohio State. Got hung up. Hopefully she's okay. With 1 heat remaining now, here are the times. Pace Menza takes 3rd in that heat. Elena Caracalla just under 30 seconds, and Emily Rolfe at 30.24 seconds.
Now, for me, from a gaming perspective, I'm thinking if I'm Paige Menza, that strategy was paying off until she took the spill. So on the next time she gets an opportunity to take the forward, does she run it back? Does she still take that same type of risk and go over the log with 2 feet at the same time, kind of using that sidearm as a hurdle, or do you kind of roll over the top of the log, which we've seen most of the athletes do from this point? But right before she took that spill, she was in a great position.
1 heat remains in this opening round. Second place in the overall standings. She needs a bye in round number 2. Here are the athletes in this final heat. Manon Eganese will be in lane number 1. Lowen is next to her, followed by Laura Fisher, Christine Kohlenbrander, and Bethany Flores.
Christine Kohlenbrander is an athlete that I got my eye out here in this particular heat. She's athletic and she's strong. She makes no doubt when it comes to picking obstacles up from the ground. You'll see her, of course, did not do that way this evening with the deadlift, but I think she's going to make a really fast work with the sandbag off the floor and into the teeter. So I'll be interested to see how she sets that up coming out of these walks.
Flores and the athletes out to the field, 10th place overall. As 3 finishes inside the top 10. Her best was a 6th in Texas Heavy on Thursday, and there is Christine Kohlenbrander currently at 8th place overall, coming off a 6th place finish in 10th inning earlier today. Danny Spiegel unofficially has a top time record of 24 seconds. We are underway. All the athletes need to go to the first log, under the second. of the third. And at lane 5, Bethany Flores on the outside in the middle of the field with Lauren Fisher. She was the first to the bag. Flores is going to be the last woman to get her first bag in. It's going to be tight in the middle of the floor between Lowen, Fisher, and Cologrand are going to be first. Lowen is second. Mel Anganese is to be third. Fisher was fourth, and Bethany Flores now coming across in fifth. Lauren Fisher getting hung up a little bit on the bag a lot. Mel Anganese is going to take her. Christine Cologrand takes that heat and looks to advance to round number 2.
It's been interesting too, Sean, what we've seen so far. It's not necessarily that you got to be the first one to the bag, but you got to be close, right? If you're not there, close to the person that's leading the way, you're not going to have an opportunity to close the gap. And what we saw here was just that from Christine Colgrander, is that she wasn't the first over the logs. She wasn't the first to put her hands on the sandbag, as we see, of course, Lauren Fisher being athlete number 1 to get there. But what can happen is that you start to hit those sandbags, and not all the transitions end up being so clean, which is what we saw here from fumbling from Lauren Fisher, which allowed her the opportunity to kind of lose that lead that she had initially going on the sandbags. And Christine Colgrander captured that moment right when she needed to take that heat win.
First round is done. We'll wait for the scores to be tabulated. Bethany Flores is going to be in trouble at 32.38 seconds. Christine Colgrander and Ariel Lowen look to be safe, as they're the top 2 in that third opening heat. But Anganese with a time of 27.22 seconds. And now they will figure out who the 10 athletes are who will join the 5 athletes who got a bye in round 2. Here in Dell Diamond Stadium in Round Rock, Texas. Cuts have been made, and we are getting the field set for round number 2. The 5 athletes who got the bye at the top there for heat number 1. We will wait for the official results. Suzanne Christian Silver round, Navy Steele, Eric Lowen. We return on Daniel round 2. Heat number 3, Paige Lorenza, despite that wipeout, he's going to make it into round 2. Noah Anganese, Lauren Fisher will be there as well. Now for the final 2. Paige Powers makes it. And Emily Ball. There are your 15 women who are advancing into round number 2. Erin Galloway is on. She will be in heat number 1. She was one of the 5 athletes who got the bye into round number 2. 5th place overall is McGowan. And after a second place finish in Texas Heavy, she finished 8th, 6th, and then 11th in 10th inning. And you did have one athlete who was disqualified in round 1, and we saw it happen. Elena Carnatala-Sanahuya on the right side of your screen for a false start. You can see she got off early, and she was disqualified from round number 1. Bottom right of your screen, one more look at it. You can see the jump that she got ahead of the go. And that cost her a chance to move on to round number 2.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You hate to see it, but also, hey, the rules are there for a reason, and you can't create unfair advantage. One and done.
We're getting ready to start round number 2. 15 athletes remain. The top 10 times, once again, will move on.
So these top 5 have yet to experience this. The question is, what did they learn by watching those first 3 heats go? The first lesson is don't leave early, Sean. That's the first thing.
That will cost you.
Keep that hand on that marker.
1919.
And I would really hope that they have been able to understand and bring the importance of a clean run at the bags. Yes, you want to be fast there, but if you fumble one of those 3, it really opens the door for all kinds of time for athletes to pick up on you or close the gap over you get too far behind to be able to advance.
Emma Lawson is behind Gabby McGowan. Lawson currently sits in 3rd place overall. Tia Toomey is more Horvath and Emma Carey also in the first heat in round number 2.
One of the most difficult parts being corralled this way. Other than, of course, always constantly for about an hour and a half straight looking your competitors square in the eyes. is that you're pretty selective. You know you have to take the field and be fast, to be explosive, and to be deadly accurate. That is a difficult task to stand still, to stagnant, and all of a sudden really fast and move as fast as possible through space. It's a skill these athletes hopefully have plenty of opportunities to refine in practice and in training, but it's a skill that's learned through experience.
Emma Lawson in third place overall, but she has been extremely consistent so far in this competition. She and Tia Toomey are the only two athletes without a finish outside the top 10.
That's what you love to see. That's what you want to see from the champions in this sport. If you can minimize your appearances outside the top 10, it's going to save you over opportunities to win.
Emma Lawson will be working out of lane number 4 right next to Tia Toomey. A little hole out in lane 2. And it's carrying McGowan on the opposite ends of the field. There is Tia Toomey. There's 2 event wins under her belt so far. 375 total points, 60-point cushion on Laura Horvath coming into this event. Heat 1 is underway. Over, under, over. Emma Carey gets a little bit hung up on that second log. Laura Horvath is going to be the first move to the bank, followed by Toomey, Lawson, and McGowan. 150-pound Maggie got to get it over that 45-inch lift. Horvath has 2, Tia has 2, McGowan's on her third bag. Horvath is going to win this heat convincingly. Lawson's going to be second, McGowan, and then Toomey. And now here comes Emma Carey. Horvath taking heat number 1 of round 2 in convincing fashion. Lawson and McGowan getting ahead of Tia Toomey, but we still have 2 heats to go. Top 10 times remaining.
Yeah, fast overall heat there. Laura really seized the opportunity, and it wasn't even early that she started fast. It was the way that she finished. Up and over the logs, what we saw initially was Tia had great attack. She went up and over very cleanly. She led with her lead leg immediately over the log, and that gave her success to have a couple steps on Laura. But Laura closed the gap, passed her on the sprint, and then she seized every moment. And she has a tremendously fast ability to get the bags into the teeter, and she sprints through the finish, beating the other one by seconds.
Laura Horvath looks like he's saying advancing to round number 3. The question is, where will Tia Toomey's time sort there? As she is 4th place in the heat. These are all unofficial. Horvath 25.25 seconds, followed by Lawson McGowan. Toomey at 27.43. So keep that in mind. Once again, the top 10 times remaining in contention. Those are the times that will move on to round number 3. Emma Carey at 29.78 seconds is 5th.
And we see several different recovery strategies taking place. Bethany Flores, feet kicked up, flushing some of that blood away from her legs so they don't get too heavy. Got Christine Coleman Rader going through the old traditional track warm-up, the leg swing. Hopefully some of the folks tuned in with us are familiar with that in their warm-ups and or prep work for their training on a day-in-day basis.
Getting set for the second heat here in round number 2. The athletes have lined up there in the third base dugout. They'll be making their way out onto the field here in just a moment. This is the first that we've really seen the sun on a consistent basis here at the organization. So that shade's certainly coming in handy as it is hot and humid down there on the field.
Especially with all that rain we've got all weekend, so the sun comes out and close. It's too brutal.
There is Paige Powers, who a solid run in round number 1 to get herself here into round number 2. Needs to start scoring some points though. 16th place overall coming into this event. And she has had a really great year. Won Wadapalooza back in January. And then finished in a top 10 spot at the CrossFit Games. For her best career finish as an individual, Manuel Mendes, who's out on the field as well. Paige Semenza, more official than Emily Wall from lane 5.
Let's see what kind of open on we see from Semenza. She's the one to the show in the first run, but it was a fast means chance to get over the log if she willing to put up that same kind of risk here.
Heat 2 of 3 is underway. And Semenza clears it, and Semenza is going to be the first woman to the bags, followed by Manuel Anganese, Lauren Fisher, Emily Roth, and Paige Powers right now in fifth. Anganese slips. As Powers is on her second bag, Fisher is on her second bag. Powers has one more bag to go, along with Paige Semenza. Semenza's in, and she will win Fisher, Anganese, Roth, and then Paige Powers.
Hey, Semenza, if she was on to something, she's needed to nail it.
On va faire des
A little bit more cautious on her
séries avec
second
75
with the
kilos.
log there, but wow.
75 kg.
That strategy really paid off. She was an explosive, built sport athlete, hockey as a background, played many sports, and she's flexing and showing it off here during this event.
Just like going over the boards, and she clears it this time. Swings those 2 feet around, up and over on that third log. You can see her right there in the middle. And that approach paid off. We'll see if anybody tries to duplicate that now here in heat number 3.
That'd certainly be something I've watched. And the beauty is that she really sees the opportunity with the bags as well. It wasn't that she had a lead and didn't let up on it at all. She sees the moment, kept the lead, kept her foot on the gas pedal, and down in the accuracy all the way through the finish line.
Paige Semenza takes her heat, looks to move into round number 3. Top 10 times advancing from here. So, 18th place finish at the CrossFit Games back in August. This is her first appearance at the Rogue Invitational.
I gotta tell you, with Spiegel's initial time, I can't wait to watch her go again to see how she shot out of those logs so quickly.
She had a great run there around number 1. 25.40 seconds, just misses. Unofficially, Laura Holdapp's top time, 25.25. Lauren Fisher and Manuel Anganese separated by just 0.4 of a second. Paige Powers gets in inside the 30-second mark, and Emily Rawl, 30.24, will be in trouble. We have 1 heat remaining here. Third and final heat. There's the master board in the third base dugout where they're tallying all the results. Ariel Wall, Christian Bonebrander, Danny Spiegel, Alex Kazan, and Danielle Brandon. Getting some final instructions from the judges here. So it's field will reset. Now the athletes will take their position to start this third and final round.
These women have had a chance to take a run at this event already, and Spiegel was the one in her particular heat that came out on top with a fast time in the 26-second range. So we know that she's definitely got what it takes to enter into that 25-second range. We wonder if she's going to take any of the lessons that she's on to change her strategy at all for this run here in round 2.
And still caught up a 20th place finish. And that did it earlier today. We're going to get back on track here in the dual 3. Final round, round 2. Athletes are set. Keep an eye on Danny Spiegel right there in lane 3. We are underway. Spiegel up and over, no problem. Slides under, and Spiegel once again looking to open up the lead here. Christine Kohlenbrenner and Ariel Lowen fighting for second. Alex Kazan and Danielle Brennan will be 4th and 5th to the bags. Kohlenbrenner taking the lead though on the bags with Ariel Lowen. She's a little faster than Spiegel right now. Spiegel is caught up. Danny Spiegel on her final bag. Danny Spiegel in almost at the same time as Lowen. You got Kohlenbrenner, Kazan, and then Brandon are in. We will wait for the official result because it was close between Danny Spiegel and Ariel Lowen.
Oh man, anything can happen in 25 seconds, Sean. Anything. I'll tell you what. Spiegel shot out like a cannon ball on the other side of those logs and got to lead early, but having a little bit of a fumble there on that first log, or that first bang.
And unofficially, it is a razor-thin margin between Yanni Spiegel and Ariel Lowen. Spiegel at 24.45, Lowen at 24.47. 2/100ths of a second. That's basically a blink of an eye.
I don't even know if it's a full blank. It's there quick.
One more look at how close it is. Spiegel and Lowen, man. Cole Brandon and Kazan, and it's Danielle Brandon on the far side of the field. Take another look at just how close this was.
And there's a bit of strategy there, Sean. Spiegel makes contact early on the box versus Lowen lifts her hand and makes contact dead in the center. That is literally what decided. Ariel almost had more of her body across the finish line, but she wasn't making contact as early with the box. That savviness and awareness to make the earliest contact possible is what it paid off.
Wow, we have to wish Ariel Lowen a happy birthday today. And looking like, as a president, she's going to advance into that third round. But we'll wait for the top 10 times to be tabulated. Danny Spiegel, that's the fastest time we've seen, 24.45 seconds. Lowen, the second fastest time we've seen unofficially at 24.47. Colin Brander, Kazan, and Brandon. There's a good chance all 5 of these women might find themselves in the final round. And remember, Tia Toomey's time, 27.43 seconds. Well, holdout looks to be safe. She was at 25.25 unofficially, so they're already, that's 6 athletes who were faster than Toomey. You have Kate Semenza, who won her heat. She'll probably be in the mix. That's 7. So this could really be a big opportunity for Laura Horvath to chew into that 60-point lead that Tia Toomey has right now atop the overall standings. Ten women advancing to the next round. 5 move on after that, and then we will have the best 2 go head-to-head for the event win. Maybe Spiegel talking things over with Tyler Logan and Paige Powers. Tia Toomey. Much like we saw the last time she was at the CrossFit Games in the elimination event, think back to the event we had with the Delta, the single overs, and how she got tripped up there. Fortunately, move on. She could be safe. She's right on the bubble with that time of 27.43 seconds.
Yeah, this is some of the most, or the more anxious moments that I think to experience. The hurry up and wait side of things where scores are tabulated, things are made official. You just hope. You hope she didn't make it to it. And typically, Tia's not really akin to this type of situation. She's not used to it. She's not used to being on the cusp. So even as we reference that in history, it's a rare occurrence for her that she's on the bubble this way.
Looks like they put the names up now for the 10 women who will move on to round 3. Spiegel on the ball, no surprise there. Nolan Brandon did as well. Dave Semenza. And Brandon. 2 spots left. Final 8. All egg and eggs. Tia Toomey not advancing. This is a huge opportunity now for Laura Horvath. Trails Toomey by 60 points in the overall standings. The best Toomey can do is 11. And that's what you're talking about with why maybe not needing an advantage, because I am guaranteeing that Toomey got another chance to be faster on their second run.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is where, we have that mantra, it pays to be a winner, and it does in most cases. In this case, it gets a rest, but does it create a disadvantage to not to have that extra practice? And As we saw Tia there, it was a slight glitch, a slight fumble there. That bag cost her a second or two, and that's enough to keep her out of the top 10.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, round 3 of the dual 3 as our coverage continues on the 2023 Rogue Invitation. We started with 20, we're down to 10. As we move into round number 3 here of the dual 3 of the 2023 Rogue Invitational. And Tia Toomey is going to finish in 12th place, not making it into round 3. And that would be good enough for 45 points. If the little fullback wins this event, she would cut 55 points out of that 60-point deficit. Toomey can still hang on to the overall. First of 2 heats for this 3rd round. Making their way out to the field. Noah Eganese, Warren Fisher, Alex Gazan, Emma Lawson, and Danielle Brandon. And this is also a big opportunity for Emma Lawson, sitting in 3rd place. She has a chance if she can advance. If Horvath does not, Lawson can find herself in 2nd place overall. Trailing Horvath by 10 points for 2nd place. And again, she has been extremely consistent. The only other woman other than Tia Toomey, without Toomey, is going to have a finish outside the top 10. So Lawson has a chance to be the only woman with no finishes outside of the top 10. Where are your layers at? It's open heat round 3. No problem on the first log. Second, Lawson getting hung up in the back. A little bit of Danielle Brandon, who is out front, and Al Eganese is going to be second to the bag, followed by Fisher and Gazan. Now Lawson just getting there on the left side of your screen. First bag in. Second bag in for Brandon, Gazan, and Fisher. Third bag in for Gazan, and it's going to be a race to the finish. Gazan, Brandon, Eganese, Lawson, then Fisher. Top 5 women advancing. Alex Gazan and Danielle Brandon were neck and neck to the finish. We saw a finish between Danielle Spiegel and Ariel Lowen in the prior round. That was just 2/100ths of a second, but it was Danielle Brandon who got out to that lead early. In the back there was Emma Lawson, who got hung up, but she was able to make up some ground.
Yeah, great navigation with the bags, like you know, there you got a quick shuffle to get to the last bet, and then it looked like her hand made contact just before Alex.
One more look, and it does look like Danielle Brandon edges out Alex Gazan. Eganese is going to finish 3rd, and that was close between Lawson and Fisher, with Lawson getting there just before Fisher. Unofficial results right now. Brandon 24.55 seconds. 11/100ths of a second ahead of Alex Gazan. Menno Eganese will take 3rd, Emma Lawson, and Lauren Fisher.
We're looking at dragging Brady across the field of play. We're going to do 2 rope climbs, and then we're ready to a 650-meter run to the out course. We're going to run back, follow through the ropes, and then drag Brady across the field of play to the finish. And we've got an 11-minute capture.
As they make their way back into that venue, as you're seeing on our graphic here, they will drag Rescue Randy one more time. That's the second part that will be in each lane. For more there, we go to Mike Arsenault.
Event 5 has a new wrinkle here at the CrossFit Games, Rescue Randy. Now this is used by the military, first responders, and law enforcement for training for patient handling, extraction, and transportation. Randy weighs 165 pounds. That will be the weight for the women. The men will have a full armor pack, which is an additional 20 pounds. Now, all the weight of Rescue Randy is located in the torso. There are a number of ways on how the athletes can move Rescue Randy 132 feet down the field. They can pick it up in fireman's carry. They can drag it. However, the higher they drag it up their body, the more demands it will place on their biceps. So that would be a big strategic component here of event 5, how they traverse Randy up and down the field twice.
Thank you, Mike. And the first 9 athletes to handle Rescue Randy as the start of this event will be here at heat number 1. It's the bottom 9 in the point standings after our opening day of competition. And something to keep an eye on in this, based on how they recover after day number 1, is Saxon Pancheck.
So after that marathon row Saxon Pancheck, we can see him here being helped off completely by the medical staff. Maybe the CrossFit told him how to get him part of that, his lower back might have tightened up. So yesterday was a really important day. He needs to make sure that he recovers.
The game's rookie younger brother of Scott Pancheck making his start on day number 2, sitting in the 33rd position in the point standings. You're used to seeing rookies in the bottom 10 of the point standings. We are not used to seeing Alex Anderson in the bottom 10 of the point standings. In fact, his worst games finish ever was 13th.
Currently with 122 points, he's 176 points out of first place. He's got a lot of work to do, but there's lots of points left on the board. He's got the opportunities.
And away we go with day number 2. And we mentioned it, there's a lot of different ways you can drag Rescue Randy down the field. We'll see who goes with what strategy.
And Brandon, it should be noted too that these athletes have had absolutely no experience with Rescue Randy up to this point. So they weren't able to practice behind stage. This is the first time they're getting their hands on Randy.
Out in front in lane number 2 is Brandon Luckett. As the athletes finish the Rescue Randy drag for the first time, and will make their way to Zeus. It'll be a thin rope on the first rope climb, a thick rope on the second one. It's 3/4 inch the diameter on the first, and 1.5 inches on the second.
What we're going to find over the course of this event, especially following that marathon row, is that grip can be an issue. And when they have to come back into the park, and you've got to do that first rope climb with 1.5 inch thick rope, they're going to make sure that they use their feet to get up that rope, because the hands are probably going to be fried.
Now to even out the field, as you see our leaders making their way out the stadium, they're all going to have to run towards leg number 1 and then make their way back down towards the north side of the stadium, which is where they will exit and start the run. That is to level out the run. That won't be the case on the way back in.
Last set of the 5x5, 75 kilo.
We might see some of the athletes tighten it up so that it
Next time we do 5x5, 77.5. I think 2.5
that
kilo.
vest is going to move quite a bit.
Leader entering the first 650-meter run is Tim Paulson, second-year Games athlete out of the East Regional, competing out of Ithaca, New York. And the summa cum laude graduate of Ithaca College is out in front as they work their way towards the O-course.
And this run, which is about 650 meters, it's just long enough that it gets to be into that different energy system. It's really fatiguing, especially on the way back after you've gone through the O-course.
So Paulson leading the way. It's going to be Mark Ron Jones in second, Brandon Luckett in third. And one of the things that you want to point out in this is especially about this run, not to go too hard.
You don't want to go too hard on the run, but here's the thing, Brandon. In an 11-minute time cap workout where we're looking at most of these athletes that are going to finish somewhere in that 8-9 minute range, you're looking at 5, even 6 minutes of running. So you can't waste time on the run, but you also don't want to blow yourself out. And then, as always, accuracy is everything. You need to make sure you get through your course without making too many mistakes.
Paulson, among the top 3, is the only one with any experience on the O-course. Remember, we did see this last year in a much different format, a whole lot faster, didn't have the drag, didn't have the run before it, but he does have a little bit of experience. How much is that going to come into play in this?
I think it's a huge factor. It allows these guys to, if you've been able to play on this thing, and you've got some experience on these different apparatus, it makes it easier because, again, they had some time to rehearse and practice the O-course, but definitely not with Rescue Randy. So experience pays off.
Already through the the hurdles. This is the rope wall, and it has been a muggy and just kind of like a wet day here. It's not raining or anything like that, just foggy. One of those, Sam on the update show before we started said it feels like we're staying in a cloud. Well, that's a pretty good description of it. And you can see the footing making their way over the rope wall is a bit tough.
There's probably a little bit of slip with moisture, and what we're going to see right away as these athletes start to make their way underneath that rope, if they've chosen to have their vest on loose, it just allows a little bit more room to get snagged on the rope as they go underneath.
That's the low net onto the cargo net is Paulson continuing to lead. It's Luckett in second. Alex Anderson sitting in the third position. Now this is going to be one of those possible choke points. There's only 5 spaces on the cargo net. They're allowed to go 2 within each one of those spaces.
Brandon, I'm looking at a couple different styles here, and people with experience are using one vertical rope to go up. They're not grabbing the horizontal parts with their hands. They're actually doing the vertical side. And that allows them to have one trail straight up.
The leader is going to be Brandon Luckett.
The Axel bar.
Somebody that had a rough start to the competition, being involved in one of those accidents on the bike event number 1. And it's him and Paulson side by side as they go to the rope transfer. Luckett clears Paulson on the rope transfer. Next up is the rope swing. This is the next to last obstacle on the course.
Brandon, it should be noted too that last year on the Oak Course they weren't wearing vests, and they were doing it as a sprint event, so a lot more taxing this time around.
Final obstacle is the monkey bars. Brandon Luckett will make his way back to the North Park Stadium. And we have about 5 minutes until the 11-minute time cap. All that remains is this 650-meter run, 2 rope climbs, and 1 last drag of Rescue Randy down the field. He's got a pretty solid lead. It might be a bit insurmountable at this point unless somebody makes a huge push on this run.
And that could be really costly. If somebody pushes the pace on this run, it could hurt them when they get to the rope climb. But some of the bottom heats here, if these guys want to make a move, somebody's going to have to roll the dice.
Somebody was spoken about Paulson being a summa cum laude graduate, one of the more intelligent athletes in the field. I would imagine Brandon Luckett could make an argument for that as well. Graduate student in applied physics and medicine, also known as how radiation interacts with the body. Some smart guys here in the games, as well as being very, very fit. Luckett out in front. Elliott Simmons and Alex Anderson in the race for second behind him. And they're moving at a bit of a quicker pace. And this battle for second might become a battle for the lead very quickly as Anderson and Simmons both making a move on Luckett as they make their way back to North Park Stadium.
And Brandon, they definitely closed up that gap. It's down to just a couple feet behind him.
Keep in mind, Luckett was the fastest to get through Rescue Randy drag on the first time in. We'll see if he can keep that going the second time they do the drag. And it might be what he needs to hold off 2 hard chargers. And Alex Anderson and Elliott Simmons. And Anderson brought a towel with him, which is pretty smart.
That's a better move right there. You can see he closed up that gap. He had quite a bit of a lead looking to go into that run. And now it's just going to be a few feet. And if you're Luckett and you can lead it, and now you can hear it breathing down your neck, it puts a lot of pressure on you to keep moving.
So Brandon Luckett is in lane number 2. He's going to have to go all the way to the south end of the stadium before he makes the turn. So the leader is actually going to wind up being Alex Anderson, who will have his lane closest. They made up the difference on the way out of the stadium, so it's level on the way back in. Anderson already through the 1 rope climb. Onto the thin rush on the top of the beam, and Zeus and Anderson will be the first one to rescue Randy. Luckett in second. Simmons will be third. And how well have you taken care of your arms on the way through this event? It's going to be Luckett making the passes. Anderson drops rescue Randy. Luckett was the fastest with rescue Randy on the way towards Zeus. And on the way towards the finish line, once again continues to be the fastest. He's got 1 second of the floor left. And it was a rough start to day number 1 for Luckett, but a great start to day number 2 as he'll set the time to beat at 9 minutes, 27 seconds. Elliott Simmons will be 6 seconds back in second place. Anderson going with the straps to drag rescue Randy to the finish line. And he's in at 9:44. Next finisher will either be Tom Porter or Mitchell Stevenson. It's going to be Stevenson that'll get the spot just ahead of this man, Porter. As we've got 1 minute remaining to a time cap.
You can see that low drag there. Lots of Randy sitting on the ground, and that friction just makes it so much harder. You want to try to get as much mass off the ground as possible.
This is a big sign for Saxon Pancake. We had that question about where he is health-wise after the row and having to be helped off. And he'll finish event number 5 under the time cap. 10 minutes and 23 seconds. Tim Paulson was the first man out of the stadium. He'll be 6th man back to the stadium, and he looks to be our 7th finisher here in this opening heat. And he'll cross the line at 10 minutes and 45 seconds. Final 10 seconds, last 2 remaining. Marquand Jones, Pablo Charpoon. Jones is about halfway through. We will get credit for the segment. There'll be 2 reps shy of finishing this event. So we'll have 7 of 9 in our opening heat, able to beat the 11-minute time cap led by Brandon Luckett, who will set the time to beat at 9 minutes and 27.47 seconds after heat 1 of the Battleground presented by the United States Marine Corps.
Brandon, off to an early lead was Tim Paulson. He was first on the drag. He was first through the rope lines, led his way all the way through the oak course as well. He had a great lead going into the cargo net, but it was right on the cargo net that Brandon Luckett made the pass. And at that point, it was a foot race through the rest of the oak course. Brandon Luckett led the way all the way back through the monkey bars and then back into the north part for the rope lines. And you can see here, Alex Anderson was first back to the rope lines, but struggled a little bit on the drag. Luckett finishes with the drag and comes across with a time of 9 minutes, 27 seconds.
Brandon Luckett had 3 finishes outside of the top 30 on day number 1. His best was 21st, and he's sitting in the number 1 spot provisionally after our first of 4 heats at 9 minutes and 27 seconds. So heat 1 in the books, heat number 2 coming up next.
Mais limite Suisse, j'ai l'impression. Ok, très bien. J'espère que tout le monde va bien, les gars. Je te jure, depuis tout à l'heure, je vous regarde. Il y a le monsieur, on est en région, on a l'écran et tout. Le monsieur, depuis le début du show, il n'a pas décroisé les bras. Je vous jure, c'est vrai. Ça fait une demi-heure. Mets-toi là, tu peux pas faire 1 heure de show. Enfin, tu peux faire 1 heure de show, bras croisés si tu veux, mais tes doigts, ils doivent tellement sentir l'odeur de tes aisselles. Mais on est ensemble. Il y en a peut-être qui me connaissent dans la salle. Il y en a d'autres qui vont me découvrir ce soir. Allons-y ensemble. Bienvenue à cette conférence sur l'islam. On va commencer. Ça, c'est ma blague favorite, ça. C'est sûr, dans tous les rires, il y a au moins un rire raciste. Tu vois ce que je veux dire? Au moins une personne qui s'est dit, c'est vrai que c'est un peu nul. Ouais. Et on a rigolé avec cette personne. Et ça me rappelle la France. Mais bon, mais c'est nouveau tout ça pour moi, parce que je suis arabe depuis le début, tu vois. Mais en gros, avant j'étais arabe sans barbe, vous comprenez? Et j'ai laissé pousser un peu la barbe, parce que juste arabe en France c'est trop facile. Moi il me faut des vrais défis. Et là, on est sur un vrai défi. Je vous jure, ma vie en France, elle a complètement changé. Je sais pas comment vous expliquer le regard des gens, tous les jours, tout le temps. Tous les gens, hein. Les gens que tu connais, les gens que tu connais pas, les gens que tu connais, ceux qui font le plus de mal. Moi, je me souviens, la première fois que je suis allé à un dîner de famille, tu sais, et que ma tante, elle m'a vu avec la barbe, pour la première fois, j'ai vu dans ses yeux, tu sais, ce regard oh, je préférais quand il était petit. J'ai vraiment entendu ça dans ce... Enfin, après, elle a dit à haute voix, mais vraiment, il y avait ce... Après, il y a des gens que tu connais pas. Pour les gens que tu connais pas, tu t'en fiches un petit peu. C'est souvent les mêmes profils. C'est souvent, tu sais, souvent, tu remarques qu'ils ont un peu trop regardé la télévision. Tu sens que dans leur oreille, ils entendent la voix des chroniqueurs, ils entendent la télévision leur dire c'est le résultat de l'islam, ils entendent ta parole, c'est exactement ça. Et ils sont là, c'est ça, c'est le regard de c'est le résultat de l'islam radical, c'est ça. Et moi, je ne leur réponds pas. Je ne leur réponds pas parce que j'ai peur de les décevoir. J'ai peur de leur dire la vérité, j'ai peur de leur dire c'est le résultat de 4 mois à regarder Vikings. Pour être honnête, c'est ça qui s'est passé. Je suis pas tout ça, il y en a qui regardent les Vikings dans les salles, oui, un peu là-bas, je sais pas, peut-être à Montreux, j'ai vu la population peut-être juste, on se le rappelle. Mais les autres, en tout cas, ça doit être incroyable de regarder les Vikings avec quelqu'un de Montreux, genre il dit oh mais pause, c'est moi là. Enfin, ça doit être dingue, mais il y a qui a regardé par applaudissement, qui a regardé les Vikings pour s'agir un petit peu ici, ici, tous les deux. N'hésitez pas à me répondre, sinon on dirait que j'arrive dans un groupe WhatsApp, la vérité. J'ai l'impression que j'envoie des messages, il y a 2 traits bleus, tout le monde a lu, tout le monde se dit on espère que quelqu'un va lui répondre. Hein. Ouais, c'est plus de sa part que j'attends les réponses. Vous êtes un mieux de temps en temps, ok. T'as regardé Viking avec elle? Sans elle? C'était mieux? Ok. T'as préféré l'honnêteté à ton couple et je respecte ça énormément. T'as kiffé ou pas? C'est incroyable, il y a plein de gens qui n'ont pas applaudi dans ça. Comment vous expliquer ça relate des faits plus ou moins historiques cette série, avec des gens qui ont plus ou moins existé. Je vais vous faire un résumé de l'histoire. Il y a des peuples, c'était des baisers. Je peux vous dire que ça. Une énergie pour aller tuer des peuples inconnus, tuer tout le temps, tuer. Daesh, t'es pédé à côté, vrai ou faux? Tu te prononces pas sur la question, je respecte la neutralité suisse, mais ouais. Oh, ils faisaient que tuer, ils faisaient pas que ça, on va pas spoiler. Mais quand ils arrivent en Angleterre, ils tuent et tout. La meuf elle passe comme ça, tu dis oh non, ils vont la tuer. Bam, il la viole, personne s'attend, vrai ou faux? Il veut plus être dans la blague, j'ai l'impression. En tout cas, c'est ça qu'il aime regarder quand t'es pas là. Et donc, il avait le cas de dire qu'il préférait sans elle, il y en a partout maintenant. Alors, en vrai, moi j'ai regardé Vikings intensément. Je sais pas comment vous dire c'est quoi intensément. J'ai passé le confinement à regarder Vikings en armure. Vous comprenez ce que je veux dire ou pas? J'avais un casque de Vikings sur les oreilles, j'entendais rien, je mettais le son à 42. Les voisines, des vieilles dames, elles entendaient que des bruits d'épée, des bruits de massacre, des sacrifices humains sans aucun contexte. Au bout des 4 mois de confinement, je suis sorti avec cette barbe. Ah, pour tout le monde, le message était clair. Hein. Les voisines, elles me regardaient de loin, je vais retrouver le regard. C'est le résultat de l'islamisme dont on nous a parlé, c'est exactement ça. Je te jure, elles me regardaient, tu sais, elles ont commencé à faire des coalitions de vieilles. Tu comprends ce que je veux dire ou pas? Tu sais, quand les vieilles voisines n'étaient pas, elles se mettent juste en groupe de 3 et elles parlent de toi de loin. Elles murmurent des trucs et elles articulent que les mots qui potentiellement vont t'énerver. Pendant des mois et des mois, j'ai eu le droit à des trucs. C'est une barbe islamiste. Que ça. Alors que, je te jure, au fond de moi, j'ai pas senti de racisme venant de leur part. Je te jure que c'est vrai. J'ai juste senti, tu sais que comme les autres, c'était juste des vieilles dames qui avaient trop de temps pour regarder la télé, tu comprends ce que je veux dire? Et que, à leur tour, elles avaient peur d'être celles qui passent à la télé. Tu sais, tu connais, on comprend pas, ils disaient bonjour tous les matins. Mais attention, tous les vieux sont pas racistes. C'est vraiment les vieilles. D'accord? Il faut vraiment qu'on se... Pourquoi je vous dis ça? En vrai, il faut faire attention parce que le chemin vieille raciste, on le fait trop facilement, tu comprends? Parce qu'on est persuadé d'être plus intelligent que tous les gens qui sont plus vieux que nous. Vous comprenez ce que je veux dire? Et allez pas chercher loin, juste tes parents. Combien de fois tes parents, ils ont engueulé toi et tes frères, ils ont dit une phrase un peu mystique, ils se sont retournés, c'est parti en... Et plus tu recules dans l'histoire, plus on est persuadé que c'était des gogoles. En vrai de vrai, je te jure, plus tu recules, on est persuadé, par exemple, tous ici, d'être plus intelligents que tous les gens du Moyen-Âge. Alors que la seule différence qu'on a avec eux, c'est que nous, on a des iPhones. C'est juste ça, mesdames et messieurs. Je vous jure que c'est vrai. Les gens du Moyen-Âge, avec nos moyens, ils auraient fait des trucs. Après, il y avait des paysans, ils mangeaient de la terre, c'était des Mongols. Mais les autres, là, vous avez vrai. Les Vikings, sans Waze, c'est-à-dire en utilisant, oui, ils ont voulu aller à Paris, pas pour la Fashion Week, pour tout baiser, comme les mecs d'Argenteuil. Vous savez, c'est ce qu'ils ont dit, c'est l'histoire. Ils ont voulu aller à Paris en se servant des étoiles, du soleil, sans Waze. Ils sont arrivés où, finalement, vous le savez? Paris. Nous, on utilise Waze pour aller à des endroits, la plupart du temps, on connaît déjà le chemin. Vous vous rendez compte, vous savez c'est quoi le bouton le plus utilisé sur Waze? Domicile. Ça vous amuse? On ne sait plus rentrer chez nous. Tu te rends compte, la moitié de la salle, là, tu leur enlèves leur iPhone, ils se disent, bon, ben, ce soir on s'allonge là pour l'instant, et demain à l'aube on va aviser. C'est terrible ce qui se passe. J'ai vu un chiffre, on ne sait plus rentrer chez nous. Vous savez que 70% des SDF, c'est juste des gens qui ont perdu leur chargeur? Waze, là, ils ont mis un vrai truc là. Je vous dis, on est en train de vivre une révolution. Je vous explique. Waze, ils ont mis. Déjà, est-ce qu'il y a des Wazers un peu dans la salle là? Ça répond du premier degré, je suis sûr. Ils sont là, tu m'as coupé pas pour le montant là. Waze, ils ont mis la bulle verte. Vous voyez de quoi je parle ou pas? Je vous explique. En gros, avant ce Waze, tu pouvais juste dire attention, il y a un obstacle sur la chaussée. Toi, tu roules, t'as pas. Il y a un autre. Tu sais pas c'est quoi? Est-ce que ça va être Optimus Prime? T'es là, tu roules et t'es là. Pas. Non, j'ai raté ma main. Yes, et on va. C'est une bonne nouvelle, Gérard Darmanin. Si, pour toutes les femmes de France, c'est une super nouvelle, vraiment. Bah oui, elle est au courant, les autres sont occultes. Mais alors, au moins, tu peux, avec la bulle verte, tu peux être précis sur ce qui se passe. Tu roules et t'écris aux gens, attention, il y a eu tu regardes plus la route, tu décèdes malheureusement, mais tu te sacrifies pour l'humanité. C'est formidable. C'est vraiment formidable. Parce qu'il y aurait eu ça, par exemple, au Moyen-Âge, on aurait sauvé énormément de vies. Vous comprenez ce que je veux dire? Il y aurait eu des trucs de attention, ne passez point par le bosquet sacré, il s'avère que des sarrasins ils sont embusqués, encore les mecs d'Argenteuil, tu vois, il y aurait. Nous, on a la bulle verte. C'est rarement des messages urgents dessus, hein. La première fois que je le vois, vraiment machine je me dis il se passe un truc, je clique sur le message urgent, c'était oh la grosse en Fiat 500 quand le feu est vert on avance en fait. C'est terrible ce qui se passe, on s'insulte même sur Waze. Apparemment en France Twitter et l'Assemblée nationale ne nous suffisent plus, il nous faut Waze maintenant également. Ça a choqué tout le monde ce message, j'ai vu les commentaires des gens, ils disaient quoi comment ça? Une grosse en Fiat 500 ça m'étonnerait, enfin, tout le monde était choqué. Merci énormément les gars. Merci une nation et merci à tous.
Et ben voilà, 2 spectacles pionniers sur YouTube, Internet, etc. et en vrac. Mais pourquoi? Pourquoi tu fais ça? Alors c'est très simple, je vais expliquer. C'est parce que déjà, ça fait longtemps qu'on n'a pas fourni de contenu, étant donné qu'on ne pouvait pas jouer. On va s'éterniser là-dessus. Et deuxièmement, c'est pour faire table rase, parce que les nouveaux spectacles qui sont seuls à Ederset, à partir du 15 septembre, et on tourner dans toute la France. Si vous aimez, faites-en bon usage. Partagez, parlez dans l'autre. Vous pouvez aussi encourager les projets de mise à disposition. Et ben voilà, parce que les nouveaux spectacles qui sont seuls à Ederset, à partir du 15 septembre, et on tourner dans toute la France. Si vous aimez, faites-en bon usage. Partagez, parlez dans vos amis. Là, j'entends tout de suite ceux qui vont dire ouais, on a déjà vu, c'est un scandale. Et je m'aperçois que je connais toutes les vannes. Et ben, si tu connais tout par cœur, viens voir en vrai. Je sais que tu l'as pas vu parce que je ne l'ai pas encore joué. Alors là, t'as plus rien à dire. Au passage, vous pouvez aussi encourager les projets de mise à disposition en allant sur Pasquinade. Il y a mes spectacles, mais aussi des spectacles de plein d'autres artistes à découvrir. Vous pouvez faire des dons et encourager ce projet. J'en profite pour remercier tous ceux qui ont fait des dons sur Pasquinade. Merci beaucoup, c'est grâce à vous qu'on continue, c'est grâce à vous qu'on y est.
Alors Pierre, voyez mes bouteilles, parce que j'ai au téléphone Carole, qui va s'en prendre. Moi, elle n'est pas la seule d'ailleurs. Jean-Pierre m'a envoyé aussi un mail pour me signaler votre erreur. Pouvez-vous dire à M. Bénichou que l'expression «j'appelle un chat et relais un fripon» n'est pas de Voltaire, ni de Zadig et Voltaire, et vous confirmez, Carole?
Oui, c'est de Boileau.
De Boileau.
Et de les relais.
Voilà.
C'est bon, oui, bien sûr, c'est Boileau, c'est Boileau.
Les relais, ils ont un relais.
Je prends du nœud, je dis relais. C'est un mec qui n'a pas un relais à 50 ans, là.
Nous peut jamais tout faire. Non, mais vous avez raison, vous avez raison.
Non, mais ce problème, c'est pas important, mais parce que tout le monde fait des erreurs sur tout. Le problème, c'est qu'ils considèrent les gens comme dénombrés, ils sont pour eux, et qu'ils seraient dans le cerveau.
Bravo, Carole!
Là, vous avez raison.
C'est vrai,
je suis d'accord.
À part le mépris et la condescendance pour ceux qui n'ont
Ouais.
pas de culture.
Ça, c'est important. Parce que vous pouvez en même temps taper sur le sol avec votre balai pour que votre France.
Mais j'en cherchais un.
Mais c'est vrai que Bénichou a voulu, a voulu se moquer de Frédéric Lefebvre et total, pan sur le bec, comme dirait Fernand Genet. Non, mais...
C'est des erreurs de son qui m'agacent.
Eh oui, c'est que ta gueule, quoi. C'est pas à vous que je parle, c'est à Boileau. Je parlais, vous trouvez que Pierre est un peu donneur de leçons, c'est ça?
Un peu beaucoup et beaucoup d'erreurs.
Et beaucoup d'erreurs,
Pas tant que ça.
Non, pas comme ça, en fonction du risque d'erreur qu'il représente physiquement. Je trouve qu'il en fait assez peu. Quoi.
Vous êtes présent, vous êtes à côté de lui, il veut que c'est loin, ça veut dire qu'il fait beaucoup d'erreurs.
il restait pas pour ça non plus.
Je suis pas prudent, mais je suis pas comme vous, aigri et méchant. Il n'y a aucune raison d'assassiner Pierre Bénichou, qui quand même est très drôle et qui mérite son salaire comme chaque semaine.
Vous êtes professeur de quoi, madame?
Moi, je suis professeur de rien du tout, il était connu sur cette promener mon chien, donc je pense que c'est très attendri.
On n'est pas sûr que c'est pas le cas qui vous promène, arrêtez de rêver, hein. Ça dépendra.
Merci en tout cas, Carole, vous avez bien fait de nous appeler.
Merci quand même, Carole.
Et de temps en temps, c'est bien de remettre Pierre Bénichou à sa place.
Ça vous fait plaisir que vous soyez là.
Mais vous nous aimez bien quand même, Carole.
J'aime beaucoup l'émission à 10 heures.
Bon, bah, c'est gentil. Merci, Carole. Prenez bien cher. Hop, attention, là, il est en train de pisser sur une voiture. On vous embrasse.
Bon, ça va, lui?
Serre-toi aussi!
Qu'est-ce qu'il a fait, celui?
Bah, il a touché Nichon à Carole. Il a touché le sein de Caroline.
J'ai seulement échancré son veston de tailleur, n'est-ce pas?
Ouais, tu l'as noté.
Mais bien sûr, pour quel monde? C'est merveille quelque part.
Mais tout le monde fait ça. Quand tu vois une femme, tu tires sur la
Il apprend.
Et tout le monde fait ça, Pierre, c'est normal.
Il a touché le mission de Carole.
Quel gros courant, tu pourrais avoir un peu de délicatesse.
Tu pourrais glisser un petit billet de 500 €.
Mais c'est une histoire de fou. J'ai l'impression de diriger un asile.
On ne fait pas partie des paquebots.
Croyez-moi, on n'est pas en croisière. Ici, avant le flash et les journaux et le titre de 17h. Dans quel cas mieux vaut-il ne pas oublier son téléphone portable quand on va au cinéma? Voilà une question.
Alors, c'est dans un film dans lequel on vote pour la fin du.
Pas du tout.
Ah non, c'est dans le français, c'est génial. Parce que vraiment, je suis très nouvelle technologie pour aller au cinéma. C'est parce qu'on va avoir désormais, notre téléphone portable servira de billet de cinéma.
Excellente réponse de Caroline Diamant. Expliquez.
Alors, jusqu'à présent, on pouvait réserver des places.
Pas dans toutes les salles, dans les salles de mon
Dans
pâté.
les salles de mon pâté. Et maintenant, ce sera un e-billet. C'est-à-dire que vraiment, on aura.
Comme pour la SNCF.
Voilà, comme pour la SNCF. Et donc, il suffira de montrer sur notre téléphone portable ça prouvera qu'on a acheté le billet.
Voilà, attendez, vous l'expliquez pas très très bien. On va expliquer qu'effectivement, on peut acheter sa place de cinéma à la séance qu'on veut sur l'ordi ou sur téléphone portable des réseaux. Contrairement à ce qui se passe pour la SNCF, où il faut imprimer son billet. Là, en revanche, on n'est pas obligé de l'imprimer, on peut le laisser sur son téléphone portable avec le code barre Ça remplace la boule.
Excusez-moi, je recule, mais pour la SNCF aussi, on peut.
Maintenant, on
Il y a
peut
une
aussi.
application où on peut. On n'a pas besoin d'acheter les billets.
Les billets, là, comment vous faites pour acheter vos billets quand vous allez au cinéma, Pierre?
Je vais rarement au cinéma autrement sur la télé et
Oui, il a choisi
et en plus de ça, je vais à la caisse, je lui donne mon billet et ils me disent avec réduction, ils m'en ont pas du tout. Non, non, il y a eu mieux. Je vais te demande le billet avec réduction et puis moi je suis d'accord, je sors ma carte d'identité et je dis ça va, ça va. Ça c'est le pire.
Quelle horreur! Et bon, on me demande si vous avez plus de 18 ans, Stevie et Joujou, surtout quand vous allez voir un porno.
On va rarement voir des pornos ensemble. Hein.
Oui. Non,
On va
moi.
rarement voir des pornos tout court au cinéma.
Mais
Il y a encore des cinémas, il y a des pornos parce que c'est seulement à la télé.
ça doit être bien, en fait, de voir un gros plan comme ça.
Ouais,
C'est grand, ce cinéma porno,
Ah non, mais le cinéma c'est grand, ouais. Tu vois bien les paysages.
En tout cas, je trouve cette idée géniale de pouvoir acheter des billets maintenant par internet et de ne pas avoir à faire la queue. Vous allez dès votre téléphone.
Au cinéma porno aussi.
Non, mais écoutez.
Cela dit, moi je faisais pas la queue non plus avant. Je faisais de toute façon pas la queue.
Comment vous faisiez?
J'achetais sur.
Moi, je racontais la fin du film, toujours les gens partaient.
Non, mais sur Allociné déjà depuis des années, j'achetais des billets pour les séances.
Don't wanna live as an untold story. Wanna go out and blaze of glory. I can't hear you. I don't see you. All I know is the bad dialogues. Touching with your broken heart. I can't hear you. I don't see you now. But I feel no regret. What a waste of blood and sweat. Oh, I wanna taste it all and pain. Wanna feel pride and shame. I don't wanna take my time. Don't wanna waste one life. I wanna live better days. Never look back and say, could have been me. It could have been me. Yes. Don't wanna live as an unsung melody. I'd rather listen to silence than I can't hear you. I won't feel you. I wanna wake up on a Monday morning. I gotta work again, I'm still crawling. I can't feel you. I don't hear you now. Nothing you'll regret. What a waste of blood and sweat. Oh, I wanna taste it all and pain. Wanna feel pride and shame. I don't wanna take my time. Don't wanna waste one life. I wanna live better days. Never look back and say, could have been me. It could have been me. Yes.
And one day, we'll look back at where we started and be amazed by how far we've come.
getting bored of walls too. I should find a new mini game. October 2013, saw the game and I thought, oh my god, the fuck is this? So many OP kits, but I guess I'll play again. Horse tamers, every game, dominating winter all day long. Everybody's kit's the same, because it is so damn strong. But hey, I can't survive, I get better pink gear into the hive. Teams and hackers everywhere, but nobody plays Blitz to be fair. So I'll keep on playing and get Horse Tamer 6. My horse is fast but stupid, and I will call it brick. Toxicology gets at it with a level 5 stone sword. Keep going.
With the freaking technique too.
Again, always try to keep in mind, trying to keep your back straight. And go pull way off the floor. Pull high or to drop low. I kind of get into a football clean, sometimes I get really wide open. Hello, my students. Today we're going over the Axel clean, especially the continental clean for competitions that allow belt cleans and competitions that don't allow belt cleans. Alright guys, now we're on the Axel, which is my favorite event. Of course, record holder for 105 kilos. This is way to continental clean, but this is my way of continental clean. And we're going to do it for 2 different ways. Generally, there's different rules in different strongman federation and different strongman competitions, and we're going to prepare for both. So allowing belt cleans and touching the belt, and not allowing belt cleans and touching the belt. Biggest focus is on again, good mechanics, so similar to muscle cleans and power cleans. We're going to bring that ball into our hips and keep our hips back. And again, similar to the power cleans, we're going to of course hit it the other side, and then competitions where they allow belt cleans. We're going to change our hands right above the area, right above the belt. The goal is to get it to the sternum, and then we're going to throw it from the sternum into a wrap position. Too low is going to get inefficient, especially when you have heavier weights. So again, we really want to focus on working that off the body and getting it from the sternum. Once we get it to the sternum, we're going to kind of focus on kind of like it's a kind of a power clean. So we're going to really get a focus, get to a deep breath. We're going to pull high, and we're going to drop low. I kind of get into a football clean. Sometimes I get really wider when the weights get heavier, but ideally, we're going to get into a power clean stance where we're dropping our knees, we're dropping our hips, a good bend, and we're going to catch right here. So we're going to pull really high, and get in that good position. I'm going to demonstrate how to do it with belt clean roll, without belt clean rolls, and then with belt clean rolls. Alright guys, so we're going to go Axel, we're going to go big strip, over, shoulders, legs down. Right here, we're going to switch the hands. Again, you get the sternum, so we're going to stay up tall, drop under it. We're going to pull up, and then we're going to bend. So, hold, so big breath. So again, back to position, sternum. Working on the body decent, but this is the most important.
Ugh.